Hi, my name is Michael, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Is finite numbers an accurate assessment when aging elements? Scientists have made huge discoveries in our environment that leaves us with a sense of wonder and amazement and awe. However, is the age of our environment and a solar system accurate in scientific reading? Is finite numbers an absolute balance of limit to how we put age on materials to determine time? In 1946, Willard Libby created the carbon dating concepts. The isotopes in carbon dating measures carbon-14 amounts in our environment. Creationists disapprove carbon-14, partly because it does not support the Earth's 6,000 years existence given by the Bible, going by a 24-hour time limit. Not only, but also, there is more to be discovered when analyzing radiometric carbon dating. A process called radiometric dating, it compares radioactive isotopes, quantities from the Earth, and the rate of decay it calculates the sample in accordance to the decaying process of radiometric isotopes. That's how they go by the age process. More knowledge of this is found in cosmosmagazines.com. Also, radiometric dating is not the same as carbon dating. However, the process is the same. All radiometric dating uses the number of atoms in an isotope and the number of less radioactive isotopes when that isotope decays. Then they start to give an aging process to organisms and other elements that have decayed over time. Isotopes are atoms with the same number of protons, but have different numbers of neutrons. They differ in weight of mass, size, and elements from physical properties. Most scientists will agree that a number billion is the standard number when calculating the age of our solar system and our environment. Even though most scientists have opposing views about an absolute finite or limits to age of atoms and related elements, they say it is partly because Roth cycles constantly change between forms. The margin of error is within that billion number, whether it's 4.5 billion, 1.8 billion, 12.4 billion. Most scientists agree to stay within the billion standard number when it comes to aging the Earth. Although creationists have a different analysis on it. They go by the Bible and its literal 24-hour timeline, which gives the Earth a very young cycle. In addition, radiometric dating cannot measure nitrogen-14 because it does not decay. That's correct. Nitrogen-14 does not decay. So how are you going to give the Earth an age within a billion time frame when nitrogen-14 does not decay? How can an unbroken whole in a continuous cycle be limited to finite numbers? If it ain't finite, it must be infinite. According to universetoday.com, there are between 10 quadrillion, vigitillion, and 100,000 quadrillion and vigitillion atoms. In other words, the number is infinite and not finite. So how is it possible to give the age of the Earth to be 4.5 billion years, or within the billion time frame? In addition, in 1475, Jehan Adam coined the word bi-million. It was then changed to billion by Nicholas Chukat. Atoms were made in the stars. So how can radiocarbon dating measure the Earth and the solar system around 4.5 billion as the accepted number when we have more stars above us than we can count? Has anyone counted all the stars in our solar system? They're made up of atoms. Carbon-14 measures atoms. An expert on the subject said all of the carbon-14 that was present when the Earth was formed decayed long before the Earth even cooled down. Now, how can this man make such a statement when he does not know when the Earth was formed? Was he there when the world was in its infancy stage? Was he already created in order to observe and give an analytical, empirical analysis on a timeline? Of course not. He wasn't there. Furthermore, according to chemistry library text, carbon-14 has a half-life of 5,730 years due to radioactive decay. Nitrogen-14 and oxygen are gases from the air that makes up the Earth's atmosphere. It is impossible to give the Earth a finite number of about 4.5 billion years because nitrogen-14 is continuous. How can you put a limited age on something that is continuous? Carbon-14 is continually formed in nature by interactions with nitrogen-14 in the Earth's atmosphere. Carbon-14 isotopic chronometer can only sample organic material. Carbon-14 can't date samples 60,000 years old. Also, stone, metal, nor pottery can be dated by carbon-14 unless an organism has grown on it over time. Radiometric and carbon dating show the Earth is as old as 4.5 billion years, as well as planets in our galaxy. Science and religion has been opposed to each other's perspective on the age of the Earth as well as planets in our solar system for too many years now. They both oppose each other's timeline when given an age on the Earth's elements. Conclusively, my personal opinion or perspective is that they are both wrong. A finite number cannot be a concrete truth when life's mysteries are complex. How can radiometric carbon dating work on a mystery? Infinite numbers are a mystery. According to Wikipedia, there is an estimation of 5.5 million insect species. I said estimation. They said estimation because nobody knows the numbers. Most are made of atoms. They continue to produce. Also, plants and animals and humans continue to produce as well. Since the production numbers continue to grow, how then can you give a finite number when aging the Earth? Infinite numbers gives birth to finite numbers. Conclusively, can we put a finite number on a continuous cycle of atoms in the galaxy? Atoms cannot be destroyed, and it cannot be broken into smaller particles such as electrons, protons, and neutrons. Also, hydrogen and oxygen cannot be created nor destroyed. It is a continuous natural gas. How old is oxygen? How high is space? When were space aliens created? How did the moon form? What determined the different deep layering of the solar planets? How far is west in space? How far is north in space? How far is east in space? How far is south in space? If you don't know the actual numbers of the Earth's creation, how can you give it a limited, finite number when no one knows the numbers nor the age of time? If we can't solve all mysteries of the universe, nor understand the many complexities of the meaning of infinity, we must then conclude that we are that mystery of infinity. Numbers are endless, like space and time. When our time comes to an end in this physical world, time will just have begun, because the rotations and the Earth cycles, whether in the introsphere or the exosphere, are a continuous cycle. It goes on and on and on, and it changes forms over time. We are atoms, we are protons, we are neutrons, we are carbon-14, we are hydrogen, we are oxygen. We are the mystery of infinity. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel.